We are talking about Tony Rock. He was being interviewed on MEO Extra, the men that host the barbershop with interviews of celebrities. He was on there talking about his little brother, Tony Rock, and the slap. Y'all remember that slap by Will Smith? All right, let me play this clip, and I'll be right back.
You gotta remember, man, they might be like, I don't see it.
Shit, listen. Oh no, it's definitely, it's smoke. It's still smoke.
Yeah, he was talking.
Still smoke? It's still smoke. Yeah, it's still smoke.
After he apologized?
He didn't apologize. That's cap. That's cap. That's cap that he apologized.
Okay, so real quick, we hear Tony Rock saying it's still smoke. It's still smoke with him and Will Smith and probably his little bro, Chris Rock and Will Smith, and that he did not apologize. I want to play a clip real quick because Will Smith did apologize. I don't know if y'all remember, but Will Smith did apologize for that slap, y'all. So I don't know what Tony Rock is talking about. So let me play this clip, this short clip, to show y'all that he apologized. And then we're going to jump right back into this.
Why didn't you apologize to Chris in your acceptance speech? I was fogged out by that point. It's all fuzzy. I've reached out to Chris. He's not ready to talk. And when he is, he will reach out. Chris, I apologize to you. My behavior was unacceptable. I want to apologize to Chris's mother. It's like I'm sorry really isn't sufficient. You know, I wasn't thinking, but how many people got hurt in that moment. Disappointing people is my central trauma. I am deeply remorseful.
All right, real quick. Will Smith said disappointing people is his essential trauma. I don't see that in Will Smith. I believe that comes from him trying to please Jada. Now, I heard allegedly that they are on the verge of a divorce. I'm not sure how that is. They're not really together. They haven't been together in a long time. We heard them discuss that on the Red Table Talk or whatever it's called on Facebook. I don't know if she still got that going on. There was a series on Facebook. Her daughter, and her mom will host on Facebook. And they brought Will on as a guest. And they talked about some things or whatnot concerning their marriage or whatnot. But I don't think that's his essential trauma. I believe trying to please people, trying to please Jada for a long time due to her being unhappy for over a decade, probably 2 decades. She's probably still unhappy now because she's not grateful for what she has, and her trying to manipulate and control Will Smith, allegedly, my opinion. I ain't even going to, that's a whole nother rabbit hole that I could jump down that I'm not even going to do today. And I'm not saying Will Smith don't have his stuff with him either. I believe that slap came from trying to please Jada. All right, so we just heard Will Smith apologize. That was a public apology. Remind you, if y'all can remember, he sat down and he answered some questions and some tough, hard questions, and he gave an apology. He also stated in that public apology, in that interview, that he tried to reach out. He didn't respond. And I understand it was still fresh. It was still new. So how could he try to apologize behind the scenes if he wasn't responding, returning, picking up any of his phone calls, which I understand because it was still new. So Tony Rock, I don't know what he talking about, that he said he didn't apologize. He tried to apologize behind the scene, and he did a public apology, not just to Chris Rock, but also to his mother as well. So let's finish this clip real quick.
Hey, he didn't even finish.
They Brooklyn, you gotta remember, man, they might be like, I don't see it.
Shit, listen. Oh no, it's definitely, it's smoke. It's still smoke.
Yeah, he was talking.
Still smoke. It's still smoke. Yeah, it's still smoke.
After he apologized?
He didn't apologize. That's cap. That's cap. That's cap that he apologized.
No, that's cap.
He did not apologize.
That you saying he didn't.
That's cap.
Did he do a tweet?
That's
what we talking about? Are we talking about Marlon or are we talking about
Will? We talking about Will.
Oh.
That did not apologize. That did not apologize. Oh. That's cap.
Right.
That was some TV interview he said that he did not apologize.
How would it have needed to sound to you in order to be an apology?
Listen, man. All right, so before we, it seems like we're going to get into this, all right? So just so everybody knows, I worked with Will for 4 years. All of Us was his TV show. He executive produced it with Jada Pinkett.
Right.
I was cast member for 4 years. That was my man, $100,000. So much so that when he did the the Q&A on his Twitter or whatever, when people sending questions in, he said himself, yo, I feel like the relationship between me and Tony Rock is irreparable now. It can't be fixed. He knew at some point, yo, Tone got to be addressed. That's my brother.
Right.
There was never no apology. I still feel like he owes me 5 minutes of a conversation.
All right, so real quick, a lot of people were talking about like Tony Rock. Like, what are you talking about? This don't have nothing to do with you. Real quick, can I say I'm so far behind? I did not know Tony Rock and Chris Rock was brothers. Like, I just want to say that, y'all. I did not know that. Okay, so like, I don't know where I was at. I don't know. I just didn't know. But anywho, a lot of people feel like, what are you talking about? You ain't got nothing to do with this. I wanna give an example real quick. If me and you cool, because obviously he just said they were cool, like they were good friends. So if me and you good friends, and I wind up slapping your little sister, right? Some of y'all probably be like, girl, you'll be getting your butt handed to you. But I wound up slapping your little sister. And me and you good friends. Like, at some point, me and you got to have that conversation, yo, because you are a big sister. Like, I just slapped your little sister. So me and you got to have a conversation because me and you are good friends. Because me and you are good friends. So that's what Tony Rock is saying. So I don't know why people feel like he shouldn't be involved. People are saying this ain't got nothing to do with you. That's his little brother. And not just because it's his little brother, because his little brother could fight his own battles. It's the fact that him and Will Smith was good friends. So he's saying you owe me a conversation. We got to talk about this. We can't just pretend like nothing ain't happened and move on as friends. We actually got to have this conversation. You know what I'm saying? So that's where he getting at.
I'm not saying it's a fight. I'm not saying it's some aggressive I feel like man to man based on who we were to each other.
Right.
You owe me a 5-minute conversation. You hit my brother on national television, bro.
I agree.
Everybody talk about day ones. You know who your day ones are? Your siblings. So be on my Instagram, my Twitter, it's like, yo, they got nothing to do with you. Well, then you don't have a brother. You don't have a sister.
Right.
Because you ride for them till you die. Right?
Right.
Tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're right.
So you hit my brother, and we was cool. You owe me a 5-minute conversation. I'm not saying this, you gotta bring in, I bring my, I'm saying, yo, bro, we gotta sit down for 5 seconds, 5 minutes, and man, it was cool, bro.
So if you really listen to Tony Rock, like, for real, low key, he seemed a little sad. You could tell, like, because of what happened between Will Smith and Chris Rock, that he lost a friend. Like, he had to pick a side. And, of course, it's going to be his sibling side. You know what I'm saying? So, he lost a friend. Him and Will Smith was good friends. So, he seemed a little bit bothered behind that. All right, so there we have it. Like, people was talking about he wanted to rumble Will Smith. There we have it. It's no fight. He too grown. Will Smith too grown. You know what I'm saying? He's saying we need to have a conversation. I want to have a conversation. And that's what's up. I'm here for that. I'm so here for that. Real quick, if you are new here to the Reawaken Podcast, check out the description box for more information on the Reawaken Podcast. All right, y'all, that's all I have, and I'll see y'all on another video.